Hey guys, happy Sunday. Let me just make sure the sound is turned off here. Okay, excellent. All right. I hope you guys are having a glorious Sunday. If you don't know who I am Tara with The Savage Wild. And this is our launch party. Yay! All right, we have somebody who is the first one here and says that they love the new name. Thank you, Garnet Gamer Girl. So yeah, welcome to the launch party. So much fun stuff for today and some giveaways for the people who are in the chat today. So you have to be here to win. Anyway, hello. If you don't know who I am, go ahead and check out that description box down below. You could check out the new website, www.thesavagewild.com. You can check out all of my offerings. You can check out some of the new offerings for YouTube members and Patreon. All of that stuff has changed so that now reflects the energy and the name of The Savage Wild. Punky79 is here. Hello. Dude, I am so freaking excited right now. Oh, and Lilith is here. What's up? And Costalini. Hey, check it out. You guys look next to Costalini's name. He's got a wolf next to it. So all of my YouTube members, their little badges next to their name have changed. So instead of little kitty heads, we've gone from gato to perro. So canines. Well, I mean, the original cananes. So Lobos, we have the wolf, and for depending on how long somebody has been a member with me, the color changes. So basically, they reflect all the colors of the chakras and the rainbows. Basically, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink. But anyways, so I'm excited for all this. I'm going to go over everything so you guys can see the website, so you guys can see the new updated Patreon page. You can see the Instagrams. I do have the Kittens, Weights, and Tarot Instagram. I just don't check it anymore because I put a little thing out to everybody saying, hey, I've moved. I have a new YouTube channel. It's The Savage Wild AZ. So I'm going to show that to you guys so that we're like, I wish I could have just gotten The Savage Wild on all social medias, but you know how social media is. Sometimes people already have that name. And here on YouTube, although I am The Savage Wild, the handle says at The Savage Wild AZ, because apparently there's a YouTube documentary called The Savage Wild. They stole it from me. But anyway, so that is why. Okay. Let's see. Garnet Gamer Girl says, I've been too long. Missed you. Dude, man, I am so happy to see you guys. I can't wait to go over everything. Shadowlands Radio. Heyo. How you doing? Lilith says the badge looks good. It does. By the way, P.S. Lilith Phoenix was the one that helped me with the website, the beautiful banner that you see on my YouTube channel, Patreon, the little wolf heads, the colored wolf heads, the emojis I got to make. So I don't know, my YouTube members who are here, play with some of the brand new emojis that you have. So if you're wondering, like, what the heck, don't we have emojis on our phones? Yes, you do. But do you have the Savage Wild emojis? So that's kind of like one of the fun perks of, being a member, and also like to say thank you and, having some fun. So anyway, they get to play with those. Let's see. Punky says the new website looks so good. Well, that's because of Lilith. So yeah, I mean, of course, she's been working with me on it to, have it the way I wanted, but she had a lot of really good input, and she has, I don't know when's the last time she had a full good night's sleep, because we've been like talking about it and kind of working on it literally since December. So this whole rollout, it wasn't just like okay, like next week we're going to be The Savage Wild. Like, no, we've been working on it, making sure that it looks profesh, making sure it looks good, and that it totally reflects something that I've been feeling for a long time. So if I've been feeling it for a while, and this is like a direction that my intuition is like, dude, you got to go this way, then we're not just going to like shoddily put things together. So her and I have been working really hard on, and I have to include Riley as well. So the three of us have been working pretty hard on it. But Lilith, I would say the most, because she is the like computer wizard over there. So wizardress. um, she said the last 24 hours. See what I'm saying? um, Lilith's not seeing the overlay. Well, when Riley gets back in, man, do I have a story for you guys. The car that I totaled 2 hours ago, I'm fine, by the way. Just, it was a couple of dickheads. And, so I went around them and I totaled the car. Anyway, nobody else was hurt. It was just me. And then they came by to laugh at me for like 10 minutes. So I really wanted to hurt them. Anyway, long story. We'll talk about it later. So anyway, they're towing the car over here right now. So that's where Riley is trying to tell them where to put the car. But anyway, once he gets back in, I'll tell him to put the overlay on so everybody can see all the beautiful overlay, because yes, we even did upgrades for StreamYard to make it look beautiness. Let's see. Garnet Gamer Girl says, it's been a while since my last live I attended. I hope to stay this time. Well, I am so glad you're here. Shadowland says, I'm almost done with what I'm doing with making my own Pokemon region. Just have the region map as well as the map of the mines. Wow, Shadowlands has also been hard at work. Well, that screenshot it, like show it to me on the new Instagram at the Savage Wild AZ. Garden Gamer Girl is wondering, who is Riley? Riley is my boyfriend. We've been dating since February of last year. I don't know if I should mention it on here. Okay, well, I'll get to it then. I don't want to just like, because I have some tea to make first before I spill the tea. You know what I'm saying? Costalina says, oof, hope insurance doesn't do you dirty. Looks like it's just going to be a whole total, and we'll see how much we get for it. Because technically, I'm not really at fault. So, hey, Venusian Goddess is here. What's up, Heather? And it's 111 AA. It says, hello, all of you. Garnet Gamer Girl says, ooh, great. Glad you got rid of James. He wasn't good for you. You know, that was the sentiment of a lot of friends, but I will not diss somebody publicly. So I will just say we parted ways a while back. So, okay, so let's make some tea. I figured since this is a launch party, and perhaps, yes, I already do have a bottle of wine that is breathing. Maybe we'll have some wine later. But I thought maybe we could do one of my special teas. Get it? My specialty? I know, I just cracked myself up. I should have been a comedian for myself. But one of my special teas that actually is on the new website. You could see all of my handmade items, including the teas that I make. There are way more items that are going to be added to that website. I just took all of Desert Cauldron, which was on Etsy. I no longer have Etsy anymore. Etsy does creators dirty. Just want to put that out there. I have no shame in saying that. They take a lot of money from us. So I would like to be in charge of my own stuff. So all of my Desert Cauldron items are now on thesavagewild.com. So if you go to the shop, you'll be able to see there. Plus, you'll see all the new services. So we'll go through that too. But this tea that I'm speaking of is the heart tea. So this, I feel like, is a really heart space thing that I'm doing right now at this launch party. It has been all the feels. I'm not kidding. Since like Thursday, I have been crying and crying and releasing and crying some more. And I cried today, like at church. I was just bawling my eyes out. And I'm sure everybody was looking at me like, crazy chick. I mean, I don't care. I mean, I'm feeling a lot of emotions right now. So, and then the car accident didn't help, you know. But anyway, and then that sucks because like I've never been in an accident before. I am such a good driver. I had a Dodge Viper. Okay, that car had like 600 and some horsepower, could go 206 miles per hour. 0 to 60 was insane. I knew how to slide in that car. I knew how to do donuts in that car. I knew how to do a Scandinavian flick, as they call it, in that car. I'm a really good driver. And that accident could have been worse. I missed every obstacle. It's that I fell into a culvert, which broke the axle actually. But I managed to miss all the obstacles. So yeah, it just like freaks me out because I'm like, I'm such a good driver. Like I literally had a road legal race car and not one accident, never one scratch on any of my vehicles. I even power slide my Jeep all the time because I like having fun in cars. I know cars. Like I'm kind of like a gearhead, a girl gearhead, you know? So anyway, I'll get into that story later. Let's make some tea. Like I said, before we spill more tea. Let's see. Let's go back up here. Do, do, do. Garnet Gamer Girl said, fair enough. Venetian Goddess says, Lilith, you did such a wonderful job. Everything's coming together. So beautiful. Congratulations. Heather said, absolutely. Garnet Gamer Girl said, weird not seeing Susie and Liesl here. Things really have changed. Susie has left social media completely. She's kind of been called to a new path, and she's been doing a lot of inner work like the past year and a half, like after the passing of her husband. So she's been doing a lot of stuff, and we still keep in contact. Like we still text each other. I'm still really good friends with Susie. But she's been going through a journey, as have we all. And Liesl is also working on some things. Her and I are still really good friends. We still contact each other through social media. In fact, she sent me one of her diddly bows that she made. It came all the way from Wales because that's where she is now. And she still has stuff going on her YouTube channel. So they are both still my very good friends, but they are working on some things with themselves right now. So, and I am here for them, just as they have always been here for me. Let's see. Oh yeah, Heather was talking about Etsy. Why we don't? Yeah, Etsy. Yeah, ever since the family like sold it, and they've just like, dude, the new owners just greedy. Lilith says, girl, this thing has been blood, sweat, and tears from us both. I'm with you. I don't know if I actually bled. Oh, actually, no, I did. I got a mosquito bite the other day. I bled a little. But a lot of tears, yes. Lilith says, glad you're okay. I'm totally fine. Dude, it takes a lot to hurt this chick here. Like, tough. Punky says, yes, glad you're okay. Heather says, Shadowlands. Garnet Girl, hello, loves. Garnet Gamer said, sweet. I wish I had similar good news, but I'm still in the assisted living facility. I can't afford an apartment. You know, like I said, we're all, I think, because there's so many big changes going on in the collective, we're all feeling it in our different ways. Some people are feeling stuck where they are. Some people are like, feel like they've lived 5 lifetimes since like last year. Some people are still kind of going through another like dark night of the soul right now. Some people are like, I'm already on the other side and things are great. So we're like all over the place. But what's the cool part? The cool part is that we all get to be here together, and that's what I'm really happy about. That's why we're having this launch party. It's not going to be a typical live chat. I am excited to share all these things, not to say like, oh, look at all me, but it's because the energy of it. And I'm happy to share the energy of it. And I hope that encourages you guys, that all the wonderful things that you guys do in your life, share it. I know some of us are, modest mollies where we're like, well, I don't want to talk about myself, and but I don't know what society did to us to tell us to like stay low and not share all the good things that we do, but that's how we grow, and that's how we help other people to grow. So I'm hoping by sharing all the good things that, have come from, as Lilith said, our blood, sweat, and tears, that would encourage you guys to also share all the wonderful things that you guys are doing. And it doesn't have to be some mega thing that's in everybody's face. You're doing beautiful things every day. Sometimes just getting up in the morning is difficult for a lot of people. And I would say, share that journey. And you might be like, well, that's kind of a dark side of the journey. Well, dude, life is light and shadow. Share it all, because that's part of being human. To only share one side is disingenuine. So we have to be more genuine if that's where we're going, is this like genuine new earth, you know? So I'm excited. Okay, let's see. Garden Girl said, I still do tarot and oracle, but I've been disconnected from them lately. I've been throwing myself into my gaming. I've been doing a lot of painting. So I think a lot of us, yeah, I think that's interesting too. I think there is a lot for us to learn and grow from in gaming too. I think that I think that's fantastic actually. Costolini says, oh, I was going to mention, I was able to get rid of my toothache and remineralize the enamel. There's this substance called xylitol, some native tribes chew birchwood, which contains it. Heck yes. Birch has been coming up so much lately. I was literally talking about birch, and because I'm doing the before I closed my website, a bunch of people bought like the last of my readings, right? And so I'm now like catching up on all those readings now that the website's closed. And so the person that I read for yesterday, birch, came up in that reading, and I was talking about that. Yes, right now is the season for birch because of spring. It's considered like a symbol of rejuvenation and strength and power. The sap is now rising up in the birch, and you can literally tap the birch for its sap. You can't take too much because that's kind of the lifeblood of the tree. But what's in that sap and what's in the bark and it's in some of the leaves is different varying amounts of that xylitol that you spoke of. And xylitol, yes, is in a lot of different things, actually in chewing gum too, as well as xanthan gum. But yeah, so xylitol, really cool. I am so freaking happy. Like, see, I love the energy, Costelina. I freaking love it. He says, got toothpaste with xylitol and this other thing called nanohydroxyapatite. And within 2 days, it was gone. Yeah, I got the Pergum. Denmark, I believe it uses it. Very cool. Well, I'm glad you shared it here. So anybody else who's suffering from some teeth problems, definitely check that out. I like swishing with coconut oil and then spitting it out into the trash can because it's not good for your plumbing. But it also helps to build enamel. Probably not as fast as the xylitol. It takes a bit of time, but I love all these like alternative methods. Super cool. Garnet Gamer Girl said, right now I'm playing a mobile game called Love and Deep Space where we play an alien hunter. The fun thing is there's 5 guys we can date, but because the storylines are separate, we can date them all at once. Oh, Garnet Gamer Girl, what have you been up to in cyberspace? That's awesome. That sounds like a really fun game, actually. And I'll be able to game soon. I'm gonna suck at it. I'm just saying my gaming skills are Nintendo 1992. Duck Hunt, here we come. No, but Riley's going to be putting some more memory into my computer. We're in the process of wiping it all out. Still haven't wiped it all out. I have like a Mac from 2018, my Mac desktop. And I know that, you know, it's kind of getting up there in computer age, but we bought some new memory so it can run faster so that I can actually do gaming and do lots of other cool things that I like to do with computers. So I'm excited about that. Heather says, add some clove to that, Tara. Throw it into mold, swish for 20, brush your teeth. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Clove, also really good. Yes, clove is really, I have a clove essential oil that's food grade that if I had a toothache, I would put a little bit of clove. It helps to numb things, but it's also antimicrobial and antibacterial. So yeah, I could see if putting that into the coconut oil would be really beneficial. So I like that idea. Thank you. All right. Shadowland says, I'm also going to be able to go to my first meetup on the 27th. Oh, mermaid. Oh, the mermaid. Oh my gosh. Shadowlands has the coolest mermaid tail, you guys. I've seen pictures of it. She designed it herself. It's freaking cool. Garnet Gamer Girl said, my favorite is Raphael. He's a merman from Lemuria. Ooh, I love that. That is so cool. Heather says, treating acne, reducing skin inflammation, relieving toothaches, promoting hair growth, and improving oral health through oil pulling. Yes, and I've been doing more oil stuff with my hair. I've been doing more natural stuff. I got to make more shampoo for myself. So I was thinking when the time comes to actually make more shampoo, I was going to make a whole video showing how you guys can easily make shampoo for your hair. And yes, it does clean your hair, but it gives your scalp all the things, all the minerals it needs, helps bring down that DHT, that inflammation that causes hair loss in both men and women. And yeah, I think because the past like 3 decades, hair loss is becoming more and more common in both male and female. Before it's been like, oh, guys just lose their hair. That doesn't necessarily need to be the case. I mean, have you gone back and seen the Native Americans, like, or any like older tribe, whether they're the Celts, the oldest tribes of like, in Europe and in Asia and, in Africa back then, like people didn't lose their hair because they were doing things right. But then we got to this modern age of like, oh well, I just need to do my hair really fast and I want to be squeaky clean. But we have paid the price for that. All of that styling, all that products, it clogs up the follicle area and it creates scar tissue. And when there's scar tissue, new hair can't grow, and that's why people get like shiny domes. That's all scar tissue. Like if you ever seen a guy with like no hair and he's bald and it's super shiny, that's our skin just doesn't do that. Because look, my skin is not super shiny, and it's like not because there's not hair on it, it's because of scar tissue. So anyway, I'll get off my soapbox, my hair soapbox. And I'll make a video about it. So if you're interested in like regrowing your hair, I'll show you how to do some DIY stuff that's not expensive at all. In fact, you could probably get some of the stuff from your neighbor yard if you don't grow it yourself. So I'll do that. Let's see. Heather says you can create a water-infused clove spray too for acne and hyperpigmentation. Yes. I also like, hold on. Let me make sure I get the name right okay. Hypochlorous acid, not hyperchloric acid. That's not good for you. Hypochlorous acid. This is what your body naturally produces just to heal itself. Like when you get cut, when you get sick, when there's any sort of attack on the body, either outside or inside, your body produces hypochlorous acid. So this is literally like our human juice. And if you leave it in the sunlight, it turns back to salt because that's literally kind of what it's made of. But you could put it on, spray it on your wounds. My friend even sprayed it into her pink eye, and her pink eye went away in like 2 days or something. But yeah, it's all natural. It's literally from our body. So yeah, it helps to heal things a lot faster. I have not swished with it yet. I more just do it externally. But I noticed that because I spray my face like multiple times a day, I don't get acne anymore, but also along my hairline, I'm growing new hairs. I was like, holy cow, this helps me grow new hair too. Like, this is freaking rad. Okay, let's see. Let's go here. Garnet Gamer Girl asked if I have a new Instagram account. Yes, at the Savage Wild AZ. It's the same as this YouTube channel's handle. So at the Savage Wild AZ. And Heather said, yep, been down a clove rabbit hole. And Funky says, yeah, I'm having a thyroid problem and losing hair. Yeah, I would love to go into all of that with you guys in a video. I have so many video ideas. It's like, in this new energy, I am like brimming with ideas right now. And also so, oh, there it is. It's on the screen, you guys. So on the Instagrams, it's the Savage Wild AZ. Garnet said, I literally just had one of the residents cut my hair. What? Synchronicity. And Shadowlands says, April 3rd is my first roller skate beginner lesson. Shadowlands is just doing all like the cool things right now. Like you were making like my little, like inner little girl just like, oh my gosh, I want a mermaid tail and I want to go to a mermaid up. I want to go to roller skate land. We used to have a roller skate land in San Diego and I'm like, I want to go. Lillard said, Garnet Girl, on the website, there's a link to the new Insta. All right. Okay. Let's make that tea, you guys. I think my water is all boiled. So me scusi for a moment. Okay. Can you put the new overlay?
What?
There's a new overlay for StreamYard. Could you put it on?
A new overlay? I'll see if I can find out what you're talking about.
It's in overlays. I'm back, you guys. We're going to try out that new overlay. All right. I have this wolf mug from Alaska. I didn't get it from Alaska. Riley used to live in Alaska. He was a pilot for a really long time. So he got that from Alaska. So let's use my heart tea. Okay. So in here is the tea that I sell on my website. It has lavender, it has chamomile, it has cacao, it's got some other secret bits in there, it's got cinnamon, and basically it's this heart opener, hence the name Heart Opener Tea. So if you're ready for like a new adventure, or you're ready to release something, or you're just having a lot of trouble tapping into the heart space, or you're feeling not creative and you need some connection to the muse, also the heart space. For me, it's the Heart Opener Tea. And we're doing, this is a whole new thing right now, this business and everything, the Savage Wild. So I need some of my own Heart Opener Tea. Let's see. Shania is happy. Hey, how are you? Or Shauna is happy. Congratulations on the new launch, Tara. I'm not from Alaska, but I grew up just across the border from the Yukon. Hey, cool. And thank you, by the way. All right, so let's take some of that tea, and I'm going to put in a very generous tablespoon. That was more like a tablespoon and a half, but you know what? This is a special day. Garnet said, I thought so. When Tara said Heather, that jogged my memory. No, so there is a logo, Riley, but when you go to overlays, you should see a white overlay. It says Savage Wild in the one corner, and it's like, it's got this whole thing. It's like a whole border. Okay, yeah, so you could do that one. So there's a white one, there's a colored one, there's a beveled one. So you get to play with all the overlays and the logos if you want. Heather says, I changed. It was definitely time with something that felt more fitting to where I am now. Cool. All right, let me put my tea down here. I think I want to add some honey to this mix. So let's do that. Let's add some honey. Let's sweeten the pot, shall we? Bring in some of that solar energy and also help to brighten anything that we've been going through. Okay, so that's in there. You know what else I would like to add to my tea? And this is like per usual of, oh, hey, yeah, there it is. That's the overlay. See at the bottom, it says thesavagewild.com, and it's got the cool logo. Oh my gosh, Lilith, you did an amazing job. Okay, I would like to add a vanilla stick. So I encourage with the tea that I sell, I'm like, that heart opener, at least for me personally, goes really well with vanilla. If you have some vanilla or vanilla bean and honey, you add that to it. It's like, I wish I could sell it with honey and vanilla bean in it, but I just don't think it like shelf life sustainable. I don't think it would work well. So I just like leave that up to you if you want to add that into your tea. You could also add in an extra cinnamon stick, which I am going to do now because I want it extra, just extra. I want extra everything. So I have my cinnamon stick and I have my vanilla bean there. Garner Girl said, same. Night Daughter Oracle was too limiting. I resonated with the goddesses now, not just Nyx. Shauna is happy, says, by the way, I love your earrings. Thank you. Those were a gift from Riley for my one of my birthdays, 44. I'm like, how old am I? I don't know. Okay, so let's put that in. We'll throw in a cinnamon stick. It's about time I buy more cinnamon sticks, actually. Okay, now let's take that hot boiling water. It's no longer boiling, actually. It's just the right temperature, so I don't scorch the tea. It's hot, but it's not boiling hot. Okay, so let me just toss the rest of this out. Put my kettle back. I'll be right back, you guys.
What?
Minty.
I'm gonna make some noise. I'll put some ice in my cup.
Okay. Hey, there's a car out there.
Yeah, I don't like it there. I'm gonna close this for a second.
Okay. Okay. So there we have it. Our tea is steeping. I am so in love with this mug thing. I don't know why I messed with those tea balls. I mean, they're good in some instances, but I use a lot of big herbs and I want them to unfurl, you know, so you can get all the essential oil and all the nutrients out of it. So I really like this little tea gadget. Garner Girl says, I was just about to suggest mint and then you said it. Dude, the synchronicities right now. Okay, so this has to steep. I'm going to take you guys out into the living room with me. So now is time to spill the tea. I've given you like little bits and pieces of like, we're going to take a look at the website. We're going to take a look at what the Instagrams is looking at. There, by the way, there's only 2 posts on the Instagram right now. It's a brand new Instagram. So please don't hate. Congratulate. When I used to run track in college, just real quick, there was this guy named Cassius. And before every track meet, he used to make up like a little, I don't know, pep song for us. And he would like dance around. He's like, don't hate. He's all, don't play a hate. Congratulate. Don't play a hate. Congratulate. Anyway. So that squirrel. So yeah, so we'll go over that. We'll take a look at the new Patreon, like woo, all this stuff. Again, thanks to Lilith. And then I want to talk about the journey to the Savage Wild. And then yeah, we'll just oh, and my giveaways. I have a few things to give away. I want to introduce you to the new services because some people were like, what? You're not doing readings anymore. Hold your horses. I go where you know I'm intuitively led, and I think you guys are going to love the new services. But I want to show you what they are. So you know, so people are like, what are you doing now? I see you're the Savage Wild, but like, what do you do? So I'll show you what I do, and to kind of like show what I do, I would like to give away a few of those services. So some people will be able to get those today who are in the live chat. So, and it doesn't matter where you live in the world, I will get it to you. Okay. So if you're like, but I live in Zimbabwe, it will get to Zimbabwe. Okay. So it doesn't matter. You're in the US or you live abroad. I will, if you're one of our giveaway winners today, I'll get it to you. Okay, no problemo. Let's see. Garnet says, hey, I just post game outfits every Wednesday. Not exactly thrilling. Ooh, game outfits. Cool. Lila says, Riley, can you change the handle under Tara's name? Maybe also the color. Oh, I see. Punky's like, I like this guy. Okay, so let's take you guys out into the living room. We're going to go down, okay? We're going down. We're going down. We're going down. Sorry, I'm just putting my tripod down so we can go out to the living room. Okay. And let me just, I'm going to quietly pull the legs down on the tripod. I remember when I first started doing live chats and I would adjust the tripod and some people were like, my ears, you killeth me. I'm like, okay, then look away when I'm doing the tripod. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm bringing you guys and my tea. I'll come back for the laptop that, well, I guess you guys can't see it. Well, the laptop's there, but I'll come back for it because otherwise I don't know what you guys are saying. And I want to talk too, you know? Okay. Oh, Vadersky is coming with us. Okay. We'll put our tea there. Okay. Doot, doot, doot. There we are. I kind of want some of that tea now, but you know, gotta wait. Oh, wow. So I guess I'm using the force because I'm willing the laptop to come to me. And it's a nice day, so maybe we'll head outside for our meditation at the end of the chat. Because even though it's not a typical live chat, it is like a party. I still like to end on a meditation. I think it's nice. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so now we are here. So let's start spilling some of that tea, not literally, metaphorically. I have an incense here, so let's play with fire and light this candle. There we go. And I'll light this incense. I have a lavender incense right now. Just want to clear the space. My gosh, that smells so good. I wish you guys could smell it. Suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. It's nice and grounding and calming. I definitely need that. My emotions have been running wild. They are the savage wild right now. My emotions are all over. Okay, so that little guy's going to hang out there. My tea is going to take a while to steep because of the vanilla bean and the cinnamon stick. Okay, so I feel like first I should talk about the journey to the Savage Wild. Don't worry, I won't try to talk too long about it. I'll keep it short and sweet. And then we'll take a look at the website. Then we'll take a look at Patreon. And then we'll take a look at the Instagrams, just so you know what they look like. And when you're like typing in the computer, like, oh, hey, there it is. And then let's do a giveaways. We're going to give a few things away. Okay. So the Savage Wild. Well, we have to go back to 2016. Actually, you know what? We got to go back to 2015. Yes, I started my channel, Kittens, Weights, and Tarot in 2016. It was actually July of 2016, but we have to go back to 2015 and 2014. It was a journey. It was like a 2-year journey before all of that started. So here we go. So 2014, I bought my very first house. Well, actually, it was like tail end of 2013, going into 2014. And I'm the first person in my family to buy a house, like, because my family's like low income, and I was also like the first to go to college. I come from a family of immigrants, so I was like, for me, it was like the first of everything. Everybody's always rented. My nana and my aunties have always rented. Like well, I guess maybe like on my mom's side, my grandma, my grandpa, they had houses, but they were like first generation here in the United States. And so, but for me, it was a really big deal. I mean, I know buying a home is a big deal, but it was like, wow, like I am the first, and so it felt really good. And I wouldn't say it's like the best neighborhood, but I thought it was so cool. It was right next to a reservoir. I could hear the coyotes. Sometimes I would see them on my street. I could hear all this wildlife. There was all these huge like egrets like flying over my home, the big white egrets. It just felt so cool. And I had the cat that I had at the time. You guys remember Wally and Loki? Well, before Wally and Loki, there was Presley. Presley was the Seal Point Siamese. And not too long after I had gotten the house, he had contracted a virus that went straight to his heart, and it put him into heart failure and renal failure. And throughout that whole time, I was so tapped into his energy because I was trying to keep him comfortable. I was trying to both the guy I was dating at the time, he and I both, like he was a huge cat lover. Like that was his baby too. So we were both like super tapped into this cat. And it was at that point I started feeling like could almost hear what the cat wanted. And I would feel into that. And I remember there was a time where the guy I was dating called me when I was at work, and he was like, when you're done at work, you need to get home straight away because I think that this is Presley's last day here. And I remember I was like, oh my gosh. And so I raced home. Like I didn't even go to track practice today. I used to be a track coach as well as a teacher. And so I went straight home, and I remember the cat was hiding in the closet. And I know that when cats are really sick or they're dying, they tend to hide away. And so he was hidden away. And I remember looking into his big lavender eyes. He didn't have blue eyes. He had lavender eyes. And I got lavender incense going right now. And I looked in his eyes, and he was like, I'm not ready to go. I just feel terrible. And so I looked at the guy I was dating, and I was like, he's going to be with us a little while longer, not too much longer, but today is not his day. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, I could feel it. And it wasn't his day. He lived another month and a half. And the day that he passed, I felt that too. Because I was home that day. It was during summer vacation. So I didn't have school. And so I was home. The dude was like, he was off at a job site. And I remember Presley came in, and he gave me the strangest look. And he looked at me, and all of a sudden it like hit my heart. And I was like, oh my gosh, today is the day that he goes. And so my ego brain was like, no, don't leave me. Like, not today. Like, I love you so much. And I tried to do a healing for him, and he pushed everything away. He pushed me away. He was like, no, I don't want it. Like, I want to go. And I was like, oh my gosh, I tell you, I'm like really emotional lately. So the guy came home because I called him and I said, Presley doesn't have much longer. He may have an hour or less left in him. He raced there. And it was like so synchronistic. All these people showed up. But the reason I'm telling you this story is because that kind of started like my journey more into my intuition, more into like, I wanted to tap into animals, not just animals. I want to tap into nature, and I want to hear what things need. And then it became more than that. I want to tap into people, and I want to know what they need, and can I be of some assistance? So I really, even though I used to be pretty scared of my intuition because I was scared of all the ghosts I would see. I was like scared of like, just like everything that I couldn't explain with my ego brain. But I decided, you know what? It's not about me. It's about other people and helping other people. So I need to get over this. Like the spirits can't hurt me. So let's do this. So that's when and I used tarot as like a gateway to that, because tarot helped me to clarify what my intuition was saying. It helped me understand my intuition better. So I'm grateful for that. And then in 2015, the guy that I was dating, his mother passed away, and I was very tapped into her that whole time. And even though there were times people were like, "Oh my gosh, today is her last day," I'd be like, "Nope, not yet." Until it was time, and I was like, "Oh, it's right now. It's right now." And so we could all be there, and I felt honored to be able to tap into energies in that way, where we could bring people together. I could try to help with the healing process and understand that death it's not a scary thing. We do continue on. The soul is eternal. And so I did this whole deep dive, and I was like, just in it, in this whole awakening process. And then 2016 rolled around, and I was like, you know what? Maybe part of this, like another layer of fear, is fear of telling other people what I do and sharing that with the rest of the world instead of just like my closest of friends and family. So that's why I decided, you know what, maybe I'll just put it out there on the internet, like to be truly who I am, all pieces of me, my goofy self, my weird self, my teacher self, and also my intuitive self. They're all aspects of me. And so I started Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. And yes, it's a very long name, because I was like, what name should I give my YouTube channel? I was like, I like cats, so kittens. I like to work out, weights. I'm doing tarot right now, so tarot, kittens, weights, and tarot. So there's that. And man, it's been 10 years of a beautiful journey, meeting so many different people. My intuition has morphed in how it communicates to me in so many ways. And I feel like just with the, I'm not trying to put a plug, by the way, but my Wally's World that I created, on the inside, it says, "A healing journey is a journey home." And I believe that is true, because when I started on this journey, I was hurting, and I saw other people were hurting, and I wanted to know more. I wanted to be able, to really tap into this energy. And as I've tapped in, the further I've gotten, then I hit the creator, which is something that I moved away from because of like the whole religious aspect, and the people that claim to be religious and claim to be Christians, but they were, I would say, not. And so I had this like whole healing process with that to go through. And so it's like this whole journey has like brought me back around to basically where I started, but from a way different perspective and a way different point of view. And I feel like I've grown many lifetimes in the 10 years that I had Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. And so the last, I would say like 5, maybe plus, maybe between 5 and 8 years that I had Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, which was, I'd only been in it like a few years before I was like, I feel like I'm ready to do something new, but I don't know what that is yet. So I waited and I waited and I waited, instead of trying to rush into something. And it wasn't until December of last year, 2025, where it just like, I had these like, I don't even know what you call them, intense visions. I had some pretty deep visions. and I had to sit with that for a while. And then it was like, okay, you're ready to make a change now. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready. What am I doing? And then it was like, you need to get back to your roots, and not just your roots, but you need to get back to what you first ran away from. But let's do it from a healthier perspective, a broader perspective. Let's go back to the heart. Let's heal the heart. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And so then I'm writing the January newsletter for 2026 for the people who are subscribed to my newsletter, which I'll still be doing, by the way. And I always type a poem, and I'm typing the poem, and I'm really feeling into this poem. I feel like it's me, like I'm the poem. I'm like, and then I'm like, what's this going to be titled? And I put The Savage Wild, and I went, oh shit, that's the name of my business. And I was like, so it was like, it can't be anything else. Like, when like it just like slaps you in the face and you're like, oh my God, like that's The Savage Wild. And I'm like, okay. And then all these ideas start flooding in. Lilith Phoenix, who has been with me for a while, kind of pops into the picture. She's like, hey, do you need some help? And yeah, Lilith's like, I brought her home, Riley, you did. And so it was like, Lilith, she's a very good friend, and she has helped me so much, not just with the website stuff, but she helped me to put into 3D what was only like swirling around inside of me. It was like, I want to make a change. It's going to be The Savage Wild. I know that I need to get back to my roots, my native roots, which I have also run away from because of all the stigma from like family, my community. It was like a big no-no to be Indio, to be native. So I would deny that was my heritage, which is pretty sad to deny that about yourself. And then I ran away from Christianity because I thought that the religion was the people that ran it, and I like literally forgot all about Jesus. Like instead of like actually maybe reading a Bible, actually maybe trying to tap into the guy, I was so hurt by the people that I had run so far. And so anyway, it was like, you got to get back to this. You need to heal, and you need to get back to these things. I'm like, okay. And you need to get back to your art and your singing and all that stuff that I do. I love to make things. I love to sew. I love to get crafty. I love to sing. I was an opera singer. I was a professional opera singer. I sang in Italy. I like to play instruments. I like to play my flute. I have literally all these instruments over there, and I have my guitar in the other room, my electric guitar. And I was like, I need to get back to all this stuff, but I don't understand what to do with all of it. And then Lilith pops into the picture. She's like, I know how to do websites. And so she's giving me some ideas, and all of a sudden, all this stuff that I had in my head was making sense with the stuff that she was saying. And I could start to see it be a form instead of just like a floaty thing, going on in my energy. And so together, I think, like with her, with Riley, with some of my other very good friends who, I don't want to discount them, my ride or die homies. They've been with me on this journey, and we were finally able to like make it look like something. Like what I feel in here, that is portrayed in the website. What I feel here is in the beginnings, the very beginnings of that Instagram account, that Patreon account. And it's like, not just like, oh, support me on Patreon or like, YouTube or whatever. It's like, this is a chance where I get to have fun doing all that creative, heart-based things, intuitive, creative things, where I'm tapping into people's energy to create those things for people, and then offering it to them. All of the things that I learned how to do in this 10 years with my intuition, I can go back now and mash that with what I've always done since I was literally 2 years old, and I could pick up a pencil, and that was draw, and that was create, and that was make things, and that's sew things. And that is The Savage Wild. It's basically going back and taking, because Lilith was also talking to me about like the word savage. And I said, it used to be a derogatory term towards like my people. And, when you called somebody savage, that was a bad thing. And I think with this healing process, we can go back and take things that were so hurtful, anything that's ever happened in our life that was really hurtful and traumatic, and you can transform it into something pretty awesome. So yeah, you can call me savage, because we can transform that into something cool. The Savage Wild, like be wild. We're like breaking from like form and mold and all of that stuff. And there you go. So that's the story. Maybe it took longer than I thought. But yeah, so that's it. That's how we've wound up here today with this launch party. That was the journey. And I'm not saying the journey stops here. It's not like, whoop, the website's launched. Like, we're good now. I'm sure that there's more journey that comes with it. I'm going to continue to heal along, with this. I'm going to continue to like awaken and learn more from all the people that I encounter, for all the people that hopefully I can create these intuitive gifts for all the people that, I just come into contact with through the social media, through, all of this. So I'm excited for the adventure, the wild adventure. And ooh, that means I get to call you guys my wildlings. And I can't take credit for that either. Lilith came up with that. And I was like, dude, that's so rad. I want to call people my wildlings. You guys are my wildlings. Okay. Let me go back here because I missed some of your comments. Garnet Gamer Girl says, I'm curious, despite my new handle, do you recognize me? You're very familiar, but your handle, like the old handle, I can't place it on the tip of my tongue, but I feel like I remember you. Says, you might be interested to know the facility here has a cat. He's a Japanese bobtail, Felix. Ooh, Felix the cat. I completely understand, but with so many people here, I can't find a quiet place to try and practice. I'm spiritually blocked here and I hate it. Aw. Even a little quiet place in your room? Oh my gosh, do they not leave you alone? That's not cool. Punky said she just saw Orb. I wouldn't doubt it. I probably got all kinds of relatives here right now. Lilith's like, bro, I need a box of tissues. Dude, I've been trying to hold, I'm like, I'm not going to cry on the internet. I'm not going to cry on the internet. I've been holding it in so good, you guys. Garnet Gamer Girl says, we need respect for Native Americans. Lilith says, second that. Heck yeah. Garnet says, I know this is a completely random, but Nicholas Brendan died 2 days ago. Xander from Buffy. He was only 54. Dude, the amount of people that have been passing away, both what we might consider old and young, like this past year, has been insane. Very insane. But, all kinds of healing love and transitional love to all those souls crossing over. Hunky said, beautiful story. Thank you. Story's not over. It continues. Garnet says, I have a roommate. Ugh, dude, man. Well, then I'm going to keep you in my prayers that at some point where you're at, that you'll be able to finally get like some peace to yourself, like some quiet time to yourself. What? I don't think so. Because I think Liesl's still Liesl's cigar box. Lewis says, it's okay. We can mush together. And Heather said, so did Chuck Norris. Yeah, I heard about that too. I was like, what? Chuck Norris? That guy was rad. Yeah, Lilith, let's everybody, if you all want to mush right now and bring out the tissues, then go ahead. I think it's time I drink my tea now because my heart is like exploding right now. I am so, and by the way, the tears are not sad. I am grateful. But let me tell you, to be 100% honest and transparent as I try to be on this channel, when Lilith and I were finalizing the website stuff, and Lilith, I'm so sorry for being a blubbering mess with you on the spring equinox on Friday. So Lilith and I were going to meet up, make sure that like, first on Wednesday, we made sure that everything was like a go. And then on Friday, we were going to implement everything, put up the new banners, change the name on YouTube and Instagram and, all this stuff, all the things. And I didn't know that it would affect me as much as it did to take down Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. If you go to the website, kittensweightsandtarot.com right now, it just has a page that says, we've moved. Please click on the Savage Wild. But to be able to take down what was essentially my very first business, I created it. I didn't work for somebody, which I've done my whole life. It was like me, like I came up with the idea. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna freaking cry. It was so difficult to I'm so sorry. I was like, come on, hold it together, lady. But yeah, it was my first business, and to like have to delete it. And it's not that I'm going anywhere. Thank you. Riley's sister's blowing kisses. um, it's, I'm not going anywhere. I have a brand new business. Like, obviously, like, I'm going to continue to be my own business owner, my own business person, entrepreneur. But that was like my first thing, and it brought me to where I am now. And it was such a journey, and there was so much healing, and I met so many wonderful people, that it was really hard to take it down. So it wasn't that I was sad to start a new journey, or that I was sad to follow my intuition. I'm really excited. I know it doesn't look like that. I'm really excited about it. It's just tears for seeing something come to a close that helped you so much, and helped me meet so many wonderful people. And yeah, so I'm very happy about the Savage Wild now. But yeah, it was quite intense with Lilith, and she's in a completely different time zone than me. She's much further ahead in time, so she stayed up really, really, really late to like help me finalize, make sure everything was just like, beautiful before we unleashed it all. But there was a lot to release, you guys. So with all of that, okay, I think they're holding it together. Oh my gosh, Garnet Girl, you're Caitlin. I remember you. Yes, Caitlin, I remember you. Since you discovered one of my past lives was Native American Cat. Caitlin, yes, I remember. Dude, yes. Oh my gosh, I remember. See, what I'm talking about, the cool people I got to meet along the way, Caitlin was one of them. Lilith says, who would have thought I would unleash such emotions? Don't worry about it. Was just worried about it. Heather said, bittersweet. Caitlin says, I became one of your mods at one point. Yes, I remember that. And then I remember you were like, busy with like the place that you're staying at and everything. But I'm so happy to see you again. This is so cool. Punky said, okay, so the Savage Wild reminded me of something. Anyone remember the Raccoons, the theme song? Lisa Lolied, you can run with us. We got everything you need. Run with us. We are free. I vaguely remember that. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to play that after this live chat. Heather says, growth is beautiful, but challenging. We understand. And Caitlin said, let me guess, New Zealand. Lilith says, I would have stayed up all night if I had to, but my butt wasn't agreeing with it. I know. Poor Lilith was like, but falling asleep. So, all right, you guys. Wipe away the tears. Let's take a look at some of this new list. So let's take a look at the website first. So I think Riley has some of the tabs up. So yeah, I'll take you through the website so you guys can see the blood, sweat, and tears of mostly Lilith. Let me take this out. Lilith says Central Europe. And Punky says, play it. It's the best theme song ever. Dude, I will for sure. Okay. Okay, so when Riley's ready, go ahead and throw up. What? Okay. He's getting there. No worry. Patience, my friend. We've had 10 years, so patience. Okay, I'm going to sip on my tea, which I don't mean to brag, but it's a really good tea. Of all the teas that I make, and will make, because I'm constantly making different tea blends, the one that I sell on my website that is my personal favorite, not to diss all the other ones, but Heart Opener. That's my personal favorite. Maybe because I like chocolate. So Lila says, Punky, if it's really good, I might add it to the homepage. Hey, dude, that'd be so cool. Oh yeah, the homepage of the website, by the way, there's like temporarily there's this kind of intro to it. The what? What? Okay. Hmm. When you go to screen share, can you click on individual tabs? Okay. Punky's like, the song slaps. Well, dude, I promise you, I will go take a look at it. Don't worry, you guys. We're getting there. Well, while he's working on that, let's talk about the two things that I made in those 10 years. I made the Wally's World Oracle, which I'll still sell. I still have a few decks. But that's Wally, my kitty, who I got after Presley had passed away. Oh my gosh, see, that's also why I was so emotional. It isn't just that I was closing down my very first business and also overjoyed that I'm starting a second business. But it was all the things I made along the way. Like Wally's World was to kind of help after the death of Presley. And it was incorporating my photography, the photography of people in our community. I wanted to bring community together. So like everybody's photos are in here. And I had gotten Wally because Presley had passed away. And then over the course of having Wally, we were introduced to Loki, and Loki was abandoned by some owners up the street. And so we took him in. He still had his tag, and we like tried to give him back, but they were like, they didn't want him. So it's like, who wouldn't want this cat? He was a ginormous panther, and he like looks so awesome, and I loved his attitude and everything. So yeah, then I had Wally and Loki, but before Loki was in the picture, it was just Wally. So he was like my little muse for this deck too. So I made that in the 10-year span. I wanted to incorporate the roses that I had grown. And by the way, I'm going to make a video of me putting together my raised beds because, I mean, I put the raised beds together, but I haven't filled them in with all the things that I need to fill it in with. I started my seedlings. They're upstairs in the hottest part of the house right now, just getting nice and warm so they can sprout. I think I might need a grow light for them because I don't think they're going to get enough sun once they sprout in that window up there. But yeah, oh my gosh. So I've been wanting to garden again. It makes me so happy. So yeah, in this deck is my gardening, which is part of me. My favorite stone, hemimorphite, which I'm wearing today, you guys. I was like, hemimorphite, I need you. So I have my hemimorphite. I made this bracelet, by the way. So there's that. And all of these pictures, I can't claim all of them are mine. I gave credit to the people who need credit for them, and they're in the guidebook. But all of these pictures are from all over the world because, man, my YouTube channel literally spans all over the world. I mean, it's not like I have a million subscribers or anything, and I'm not complaining about my number of subscribers. It's just that for the amount of subscribers I have, to be able to like reach all across the world, like people in all these weird different time zones like know me, and I'm like, whoa, how is that possible? Like I'm just this weird girl in Arizona, you know. But yeah, and then they sent me these cool like pictures of their sacred spots where they feel safe, where they do their healing, and I have photoshopped Wally in all of them to be kind of like this little guide. And so anyway, so that was one of the things I made in the 10 years that I was doing kittens, weights, and tarot. And then there was a second deck that I just kind of felt called to because I really like flowers. And this tin doesn't come with it. They're on my website, but it redirects you to the site that prints them, which is makeplayingcards.com, because I did it through their site. But yeah, so you technically buy it through them and they ship it, but you get it through me. But anyway, so I had like photoshopped these like cool layers with all these flowers, and I was like thinking like Victorian flowers, so that's it. It's the Victorian Flower Oracle, and it's got all the different types of flowers that the Victorians used to use to communicate with one another without having to say anything. And I just really loved that idea of, this representing what I like to do outdoors, which is commune with freaking nature. I like to commune with the flowers and the bees and the trees and the elk and the squirrels and so that's partially why I created this deck. The other one was, well, because I like flowers, but also like to show people like you know, they have a consciousness too, flowers and all of these things, all of the creations, like they all have consciousness too. And so just like the Victorians knew, like, they're pointing to their little flower on their lapel, like the flower spoke for them. So I liked that idea. So that's why I created the Victorian flowers. And plus it was just really fun to play with like Photoshop, because I have this love-hate relationship with computers. I'm like, technology, I shun it. I just want to go live in a log somewhere and I would be happy. I probably would be. But on the other hand, I like to make things. So, I like, what? Hmm. Well, when it does that, is actually when you have to like click on the other tab, so that you're on the physical website, and you won't be able to see StreamYard anymore, but we'll be able to see what you're looking at once you're on the other tab. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but now click away to that other tab. Hmm. Well, shucks. What about not sharing your whole screen and just sharing a tab? Hmm. Curiouser and curiouser. Lilith says she can assist if necessary. Okay, he says assist away. um, Want me to take a quick gander? Okay. And it's not, you don't have one thing on one computer screen and the other on another computer screen, do you? Because that'll make it act weird. Yeah, that makes it act weird. It's going to be on the same screen. Lilith is like, invite me in. Okay, you're invited, Lilith. Okay. Yeah, just post the link. I mean, okay. Okay. P.S. I love Riley. Okay. Okay, Lilith, the link is on the screen. Punky's like, ruh Hey, see, I pay him in kisses. What? More than kisses? Oh, okay. I was like, Hmm.
Oh, I might have it. I might have it.
Uh,
I think I have it.
what?
Oh, there it is.
You guys can. Hey, Ayo, that's my website, you guys. That's the intro to it. If you click on it, it says, you'll see this moon, and then it fades into after many moons. It is an honor to welcome you to drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, the Savage Wild. Hey, look, it's me and a white wolf on my property. So there you are. So up in the toolbar are all the different destinations that you could go. But on the home screen there, you could see there's a little like about me, me and my white wolf. And it says, welcome to the Savage Wild. If you scroll down a little bit further, it shows you the decks that I was literally just talking about. So, you know, some people are like, oh my gosh, if you're not doing readings, are you still selling your Oracle decks? Well, yes, I made them. Like, so yes, you could still get Wally's World. And if you scroll a little bit further, you have the Victorian flowers, which I was just talking about as well. And then if you keep going, that's like a quick link if you want to just like get to the shop. So it gives you like a preview of like some of the things that are in my shop, some of my handmade items and antique items. You could see there. And I think if you go a little bit further, there's a sign up for the newsletter. So my newsletter, I took all the people from Kittens, Weights, and Tarot who were signed up for my newsletter, and they're on this website now. So, you know, and if they want to unsubscribe, I guess, you know, they would just have to email me. But so far, I think everybody's pretty happy with the newsletter. So yeah, you sign up there, then I add your name to the list. I don't spam people. I hate spam, like myself. So I would not do that to other people. So you literally just get a newsletter from me. That's the only time you hear from me, is the first of every month. So yeah, you're going to hear from me on April Fool's Day, which is technically the new year, according to some ancient cultures. The equinox is also new year. But besides that, the newsletter has kind of a new-ish look to it too, with also the help of Lilith. I had to learn some WordPress. That was cool. But yeah, okay, so up at the very top there, now you see the toolbar, and we can go to all the different places. Well, as you click on like the different tabs, yeah, you have to like reshare that tab. So the home link will take you to where we are right now. The services, now the services are what are replacing my readings. So I am still using my intuition. Like it's not, I don't ever turn my intuition off. I can't turn my intuition off. So one of the first services that I offer is to create an intuitively made poem and song for that person, because I believe that through the creation of words, they hold a vibration, but also music is like the ultimate, like purest form of communication and vibration, like from soul to soul, soul to creator, like back, you know. So I tap into that person's energy if they're like, you know, could you make this for me? Or they might have a like a something for me to focus on. They might say, hey, I've been dealing with this. Could you make me a poem and a song based on what I'm going through right now? Or, you know, I've just make me a poem and a song. And so I tap into that person's energy. And I do this for my patrons as well. There's a tier on Patreon where I also offer this. And I tap into that person's energy, and I love to write. Creative writing is my jam. That was my emphasis when I was in college, and something that I emphasized on or focused in on when I was a teacher. And was so upset when they took that away from me. And they were like, no more creativity for children. I was like, what? I'm Audi 3000. So, so now I tap in and I try to create words from that person's energy and put it into a poem. And then I create music as well from that person's energy. So they are technically there. It's like they're receiving messages but it's through the music and it's through the poetry. And so now the power is back in the person's hands. So I felt that with my readings, as honored as I was to do those readings for people, I felt like at some point it was like everybody was putting the power into me, like for me to give them the message. And instead, in this way, I feel like here's the vibration, here's what it looks like in words, here's what it looks like in song. Now you can unlock it for yourself. Use your intuition. You're a powerful, beautiful being. Reconnect. Connect to that divine and tap into that song, tap into that poem, those words. So that's the feeling behind that. And when you guys click on it, there's actually a sample of one of those songs. I've taken the person's name out. I got permission, by the way. So, but one of those songs is there. So if you guys want to take a look, so that's the first service. Okay, let's take a look at the second service because there's 5 different services. I don't see it scrolled down yet. Oh, well, I don't see it. Okay, it's scrolled up. Okay. Costalini says it looks cool, and Caitlin says it looks almost exactly like what? Okay. Says it looks almost exactly like Love and Deep Space. Really cool. I've had a song in my head for a while, so I finally wrote it down. I feel like part of it is for you. Oh my gosh, I'd be honored to hear it. And Heather says, because it comes from a place of lack instead of empowering. I love that, Tara. Empowerment for the individual. Yes, I mean, that's something like I always wanted to do. Oh, there it is. I see it, you guys. That's something that I was trying to do with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. Like, I'm all about empowering people. Like, I know that it's so easy in this society for us to give our power away to governments, give our power away to rulers, give our power away to our boss, give our power away to people in our family. And it's like we're just taught to like allow people to trample all over our barriers and our boundaries. And so I'm like, I want to do something different. There are a lot of people who read for others and they do a fantastic job. High fives to them. Keep doing awesome work. But I was like, I felt like the creator was like, you need to go this way. Like, let's take some of the things that you love to do instead of like, I'm just doing tarot and then, I just like to make things or I just like to sing. Like, let's put all that stuff together, like the journey home, the healing journey home. And let's put as much power as I can into other people. Like, okay, here it is. Here's the creation. Just like I'm going to talk about this one here, the creatively or intuitively created handmade item. So again, it's tapping into the person's energy. Maybe they're like, hey, could you just tap into my energy and make an item? I'd be happy to do that. Or they might say, hey, I'm going through this thing right now. When you tap into that, could you make me an item based on that? Sure could, and so now, here I am tapping into the person's energy, still using my intuition, and I make the item, I hand it to them. Now it's you. I hand the relay baton to you. Now it's in your hands. What are you going to do with it? Now use your free will. How would you like to use this item? Would you like to meditate with it? Would you, and all the items are going to be different. I might make jewelry for one person and I might make, I don't know, I might make a painting for another person because I love to do watercolor. I might, make is something that they could set in their home, but it's based on whatever they wanted me to focus on. And I feel like through that, then they continue their own healing journey, their spiritual journey. Like, okay, I received this item. How does that make me feel? How does it feel in my, my reality? What does this say about me in my journey right now? What is, so they have to ask themselves these questions. And then they sit with it. And I feel like that helps people to have more confidence in themselves and their own connection to divine. Because I know everybody has it. but some of us tap in more than others. So therefore it's stronger than others. It's just like when you work out at the gym, you work more, work your muscles more, you're going to get stronger muscles. You don't work your muscles so much. It's not that your muscles don't exist. They're just not as strong, but they could become stronger. And so this is what I want to do, is put it back in your hands, build up those spiritual muscles, that intuitive muscle, and continue your healing journey, your spiritual journey, for yourself. But here's a little something for you to tap into and help you out on your way, along the way. And Caitlin says, silver shards scattered like shooting stars, like a broken mirror, it's blinding. They cut too deep, making me want to sleep. Forevermore I'm finding, where do you go when your home is gone? When all comes undone, leaving you an empty void. My body breathes, but inside, what once was me has been torn apart and destroyed. Save me now, don't let me fall. Give me a reason to live. Why should? And these are beautiful words, by the way. I'm just reading them. Yes, I'm reading faster and she can type, but it's okay. Take your time. I think that this is beautiful. I can see all the imagery through the beautiful figurative language, and oh my gosh, I kind of feel like that. That's kind of like a breaking down of the old, and you're at that point in like the dark night of the soul of like, why? And then, oh, that's why. But yeah, before you can see that's why, you have to have all of the distractions broken down. So with what I did here at church through my own blubbering, I heard the pastor say something about that, getting past our own distractions, our own, so your song lyrics are actually going right along with that. So, and I'll wait for her. I don't want to cut off her. Okay, so why should the ones I love be denied their wishes? I'm all alone, not used to being on my own. Answer now or let me sleep with the fishes. Because when all love dies, that's when the soul stops beating. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's, to me, just what I mean, personally, what I'm getting out of your lyrics is, yes, it's a tearing down of who we thought we were or are, through the lens of the people that surround us. So basically creating our identity off of what other people think of us or see us as. And so when all of that is stripped away, like breaking a mirror, like they say 7 years bad luck, maybe it's every 7 years we transform. That's actually true. 7 to 10 years. So it's not bad luck. It's a transformational number. And so all the shards breaking down, I just love that. And so, yeah, it is a death of sorts. It's a death of an old version of self or an old way of seeing self. And of course that version is like, why are you letting me die? Like, why? But what's left is love. And it's a newer, even more connected version of yourself. And so I love that. And I am honored that you shared that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Gosh, I love that. Maybe, could you, since you're subscribed to me on my new Instagrams now, if you wouldn't mind, could you share that DM me on Instagram and share that with me? That would be like such a big honor. I really like it. Let's see. Without mom and gran, I feel like my identity is gone. I don't know who I am anymore. Now I'm stuck in this facility with no way out. Yes, I remember, Caitlin. I remember mom. I remember you talking about grandma. So yeah, let's keep in touch. It's been a while. So yeah, DM me that because I think it's beautiful. Thank you. Well, on that beautiful transformational lyric poetry, Obviously, a lot of beautiful intuition went into that too. So let's take a look at the third service, also using intuition. The third service, as you can see there, is the hand blend tea. So yes, I love tea. I love tea so much. Where is my tea? My tea is right here. You saw my whole little like apothecary that I have over there with all my little teas. I make teas for healing. I make teas that taste good. I make teas for the garden. Sometimes they're not for like us to ingest, but I just might like give it to my plants because they might enjoy it. So I make all different types of teas. So with that one, if somebody came to me and was like, hey, could you just tap into my energy and make me a tea? Sure, I could do that. But if somebody came to me and said, hey, I'm dealing with hypothyroidism, could you make me a tea that would help with that physical ailment? I sure could. I would make them a tea. Or they could say, hey, I don't have so much a physical ailment, but I have something energetically that I'm working through. And I feel really blocked in, my career. And I just need a little help. I always feel that when brewing a nice cup of tea, when you're really tapping into the herbs, not as something that you just sip and toss out, but they are our herbal allies. Like I said, they have consciousness too. The Creator created all these wonderful things in our environment, the trees, the animals, everything in 4D, 5D, made everything, right? So when we're tapping in saying, okay, I'm drinking this tea, my intention is that, I'm really feeling stuck in my career. As I sip this, help me out. Need some clarity. So in that, I'm connecting to the herb, but I'm also connecting to the divine. I'm connecting to our Creator. And it's like, okay, just a little guidance here. Help me out. And so, that's what I would make the teas for. So I would make them very specifically for what you want to focus on. What is your intention? And then I give it to you, and then you continue the journey, for yourself. So like I said, it could be a physical ailment, could be a spiritual ailment, could be something energetic, or, I'm working on something emotionally right now. What would you suggest for like emotional? I'm like, I got you. I'll make you this for, this thing. So that's another intuitive thing that, I could make for you guys. I have done these things for people already. It's just now this is part of my website. I just never really offered them to the general public before. Some of them are already on Patreon, but Patreon is like, not the whole world sees my tears on Patreon, so. Caitlin says, would you be interested in a voice or a video chat? If it's not too much, that is. Sure, we would have to probably set a time because we're going to be gone next week. I mean, I'll be here for 2 or 3 days, but then we're going to be leaving. So let's talk on Instagram, and then we'll set up a time to chat, because that'd be fun. Very cool. All right, so let's take a look at the next item. The next item is the fourth item. Okay, now I see it. All right, so this is a hand-blended smoke blend. So I know not everybody would be interested in this, and you don't have to use it as like a smoke blend, right? You can use this as an incense blend. So put it on a hot coal, let the aroma, help you with whatever it is that you're going through, help you again to connect to that divine nature and just, receive those answers, through prayer. So through this smoke blend, which you can either smoke, or it could be an incense. That's up to you. I just call it a smoke blend. So anyway, but again, it's the same principle as like the tea, except the herbs that I would put in there. I guess you can make a tea out of them, but I blend things differently for tea flavor than I blend things for smoking flavor, or incense flavor. So like the person who contacts me might say, hey, I'm not like a smoker, but I'm looking for an incense blend that would coincide with this brand new website that I just created. Could you make me a blend that kind of feels into that energy of my brand new website? I'd be like, I sure can. Or, hey, I am dealing with some mucus in my lungs right now. Do you have a smoke blend that could help get that mucus out, like an expectorant? I'd be like, dude, let's put a bunch of mullein, or some people say mullein, into that, and let's get that gunk out of your lungs. So yeah, so it could be physical, it could be spiritual, energetic, whatever your focus is, and I can make that smoke blend. I don't have Mary Jane in my smoke blends. If you want to put Miss Mary Jane in your blends, that's totally up to you. My blends are just the non-Mary Jane herbal allies. So, but they would pair well with her. I'm just saying, but you don't have to. But like some of the blends that because I make a couple of blends that I just sell on my site. They're in my shop. But this is like an intuitively made one. So if you're like, hey, could you make one that smells like springtime or summertime when I smoke it? I'll be like, heck yeah. So if you have like a particular smell that you're going for, because you're like an olfactory kind of princess, I could do that. Or you're like, hey, I'm suffering from this. Could you help me with it? I could do that. So that's what that offering's for. But again, I have to tap into your energy for that one and help me with the focus. Like, what do you want me to focus on? Just your energy, or like what? What area is it? Physical? Is it spiritual? All right. So then we have our very last offering, but definitely not the last of the things that I sell in my shop. These are just more personalized things. These are taking place of the readings. So it's just it's a different form. It's the power's back in you instead of me. Okay, so the last one is to make a personalized medicine bag. Now, I do sell a lot of medicine bags. People seem to really appreciate those. But this one would be a personalized one. So traditionally, and I can't speak for every native tribe, like people let's say within a tribe, let's say within the Pima, which that's my background. Okay, so the Akmel Oladam, or the Pima, known as the river people. Let's say somebody comes to the medicine man and they say, hey, I'm going through X, Y, and Z. What would you suggest? More often than not, the medicine man might say, okay, he might have some other things, or she, and then would say, you need to go on a vision quest. And so basically the person would fast and get ready for this vision quest. They'd fast for a couple of days, and then they go on this quest out into the forest. And when they're out in the forest, what they're looking for are some of they might say the Great Spirit or Creator, looking for his message in animal form. And so they might see like, hey, somebody mentioned the raccoons. They might see a raccoon and be like, whoa, they're having their connection to this raccoon. And so maybe the raccoon leaves some hair behind. So they would take that hair and they have this little medicine bag and they put that in there. Now they have representation of animal, the Creator in animal form. Then they would continue along on their journey. And now they're looking for something mineral. So that means rocks and things like that. And so they carry on. Then they see this rock. Oh my gosh, that's the most beautiful thing of obsidian I've ever seen. Beautiful black obsidian. And now the Creator is speaking to me through this obsidian. Okay, so then they take that obsidian, they would put it into their medicine bag, because this is all part of their vision quest. So they have animal, they have mineral, now they need plant. And so then they go on their quest, and then, whoa, pinyon pine tree, beautiful pinyon pine tree. I feel like the Creator is speaking to me through this. So they would meditate on it. They would pray and, what is your message? What is your message? And so this Creator speaking through this pinyon pine, they might take, I don't know, some of the nettles of the pinyon pine. They might take, the pine cone or the pine nuts, put that into their medicine bag, and then they continue along. And so what a medicine bag would ultimately have is animal, mineral, plant, and human. So human doesn't necessarily need, if we need to put human bones in there, although, that's up to you, but if that is how you roll. But no, human is just something that your human self feels drawn to. So it could be a coin that your grandfather gave you, and this coin feels really special. And I feel like my grandfather's spirit speaks to me through this coin. I also feel the Creator through this coin. Like I feel both of them through this coin. So I put that in my medicine bag. So what I do when I'm making let's say medicine bag for the shop, I put 3 of the 4 needed items for one's own personal vision quest, because that human item, you're the person receiving the bag. That's up to you. You put in what's personal to you, right? But I provide the animal, mineral, and plant. With this one, the personalized medicine bag, you're like, hey, I'm needing help with X, Y, or Z. And I know that a vision quest isn't always possible depending on where people live. Some people are like right in the heart of a city and it's really hard to like get out into nature. So I will find the animal that I intuitively feel is connected to that person at the time. I will find the mineral. I will find the plant. But then when I hand it off to you, always the human part is always up to you. I do not claim to take that away from you. I would not do, I can't do that. Like, just part of my ethics, I can't do that. I can't take the human from you. So you will receive that bag with the items that I felt in your energy, but the rest of that vision quest, that is up to you. So however you continue out that quest, maybe that quest is just throughout your house, your backyard, maybe a park. But then you put your human item and any other things that you think should go in there. I'm not saying you're just limited to those 4 things, but then you continue to fill it throughout your own personal journey. So that medicine bag continues to have basically your medicine. Some tribes have multiple medicine bags. Like, this was the vision quest or my medicine bag from adolescence to adulthood. This was my vision quest when I was, going through a really hard time with my partner. This was my, so they might have multiple bags. You could do that, of course, if you want to, but for me with this one is like, let's focus on where you are right now. And then you continue the quest. So there you go. All right. So let's see. Let's look here. So, all right. So that's my services. We could take a brief look. We don't have to look at all the shop items because there's like 90 some shop items. But we could just take a little look-ski at the shop just so you can guys get an idea what that looks like. Let's see. Caitlin said, that's fine. Actually, a video chat might not be a good idea. The head nurse will probably get on me for violating patient privacy again. Just stick to text. Ugh, man, they have you all. Man, I'm like feeling the confinement over there where you are. I'm definitely going to be sending some prayers your way. What? No, but she could email there too. So, Caitlin, you could, of course, DM me on the Instagrams at the Savage Wild AZ. But my email is also listed below, but it's tara@thesavagewild.com. So if you wanted to email, you could do that. Okay, so here is my shop. And of course, the shop up at the very top, you can look for, like, if you're like, man, I'm just looking for some jewelry, there's a little toolbar there. I think there is a little toolbar up at the top, or maybe there's a drop down menu. I forgot what we did. But up there, there's like, it's broken up into like, oh, there it is. Oh no, that's not it. If you go above the shop where that says shop, there it is. You see that green toolbar up there? That's all like the categories of items. So if you're specifically looking for crystals, or you're specifically looking for, medicine bags or healing, or I'm specifically looking for cleansing tools, or I'm specifically, whatever it is, candles. There's like oddities that's got some cool stuff in it. But yeah, you just click on those, or if you just feel like browsing the whole site, you could definitely do that too. And Caitlin says, I never email people. Seems redundant if I already follow them. Okay, well, I mean, it's up to you. So that's the shop. So have fun scrolling through there. Like I said, that's all the stuff that came over from Desert Cauldron, but I'm going to be putting a lot more stuff in there. Like Lilith and I have been going like, we could create t-shirts and bags, and like, cause I love doing art. So I was like, oh my gosh, we can make so many cool things. I can make mugs. Like, oh my gosh. So yeah, we're the what? Oh yeah. Oh, I have, okay. So I'm not going to give. Okay, so I have all these tools laying around that I'm going to turn into stuff eventually. So I have I have a lot of stuff of like, this is going to be something someday. I just need inspiration to hit me. So I have these horse skulls. And I have in my mind what I kind of want to do with them, but I was waiting for them to get bleached in the sun first. These were found skulls, so I did not kill a horse. I would never do that. I love horses. But they were found out in the forest on the res. And so I have them, and I would like to make something beautiful out of them to continue that beautiful energy. And did you know, according to many Native Americans, again, can't speak for all tribes, when you put a horse skull above your front door, it is said that the horse's energy or the horse's spirit protects your home from invasion. You know how sometimes people like to put cow heads or like bulls' heads like above their front doors, or you know sometimes put the horns on their truck. I've seen that before. Somebody did it on a Cadillac. It was really weird. Anyway, but but with a horse, the energy is different, because like the horse is about freedom and, you know, and all this like sovereignty and just like standing one's ground, but it doesn't have to be in like that, you know, bullish way. It's in a very gentle way. So the horse can be beautiful and graceful and gentle, but the moment that horse is like, no, you're not stepping foot in this home, like smack down. So anyway, I want to make some beautiful like horse skull decor, spiritual decor. So that's something that I would like to make, and that will get added to the shop at some point when, again, they're finished bleaching. Okay. So other things I have in the shop, or not the shop, but on my website is a blog. So we could check that out. Let me see. Costalini said, so can I Venmo you directly to talk to myself? I mean, through my items, we could. And then Caitlin said, I can smell dinner. We're having chicken pot pie tonight. Are you serious? I love me some chicken pot pie. Okay. So the next portion would be blog, and then we'll go to events, and then we'll just quickly check out the other two sites. But the main one was to take a look at the website. Okay, there it is. All right, so we have some blog posts already there. Many of them got brought over from Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. There is a new blog post. There is a gentleman who loves to write articles for my website, and his name is Brad. So if you're like, who is this Brad fellow? Like, I see Tara, but like, who is this Brad fellow? He is a friend of mine. He loves to write. And so every once in a while, he sends me an article and asks me if I would like to put it on my website. Of course, I would like to share it on my website. He has a lot of like self-care, and it's like taking care of yourself emotionally, mentally. So I thought that, you know, he's got some really good stuff there. So you could check out his blogs. And then that's kind of also where I write my newsletter, but my newsletter is private and it's only shared to the people who are subscribed to my newsletter. So yeah, that one's going to be ready to go April 1st. All right. So then lastly, what we have on this site are events. Right now, if you click on it, it just says stay tuned, because I don't have any events yet other than the event that we're having right now, which is the launch party. But I plan on connecting with people in this area. Like we live right next to some stables called Peterson Stables, and they actually like ride right past our backyard there, because the forest is like right in our backyard. And they have these like horse rides. They take people on trail rides. So I was thinking of like, you know, maybe trying to link up with them, or maybe people who do like maybe kayaking, or people who go, you know, and want to lead tours on something, or, you know, and that would be really cool to like integrate my local community But also I have a few friends that are wanting to put their events on my site. So we're still like kind of talking because some people have their services. So it's not just my stuff, but I want to put other people's stuff on my site too. So that, again, it's a community thing. So I have a friend that is like really good with animal Reiki. I have some people that are like, I was thinking of doing like holding an event for, women, or like holding like a male female event of like the singing bowls, like crystal singing bowls. And so I would like to do that. So there could be some online events plus local events if you're here in the White Mountains of Arizona. And I thought it would just be really cool where it's not like just me, but it's community. And that's what I've always wanted. I wanted community, bring people together. And again, through my services and everything that I do, again, empowering people. Like you got it. You can do it. Here's a little something about what I tapped into. Now here you go. So that's the site. Yay. Thank you guys for taking a look-ski at that. Let's see. Caitlin says, I actually did a live with you, right? This is a different Brad. I have actually, he's not popped into any of my live chats, but he used to watch some of the videos, and it was funny because at first he just sent me an email, was like, "Hi, my name is Brad, and I've watched a few of your videos, and I saw your website, and I thought it'd be really cool." He says, "I'm just starting out like as a writer, and kind of to build up his confidence." He was like, "I was wondering if you might want to put this article out there," and I was like, "Sure." And so since then, because it's been like 3 years, 3 or 4 years, maybe it's been 5 years that he's been writing articles for me. And we just kind of became friends that way. Like he just like randomly came across my channel and then my website and was like, I could write for this person. And so, I mean, see how cool it is? Like, it's been a wonderful 10 years. Like, fantastic. Okay. Very briefly, I want to show you guys Patreon because, again, the beautiful art that Lilith has done. So if you want to find me on Patreon, it is www.patreon.com/SavageWild. So the Savage Wild was taken on Patreon. So I am just Savage Wild on Patreon. Not on Patreon. And by the way, all these links are down below too. If you're like, what did you say? Like, what? You just pulled it up earlier. Are you putting Savage Wild only? No, Savage Wild. So yeah, huh? Yeah, I know. Some dude stole the Savage Wild. I'm the Savage Wild. Anyway, so so yeah, over on Patreon, I have my tiers that I have there reflect the names that are also on my YouTube members. So I have Raven and Coyote. I have the Wanderers. I have Muse of the Mountain. I have White Wolf, Keepers of the Medicine. I have, White Wolf Healing, and then there's the Keepers of the Medicine. So you'll see those exact same tiers over on YouTube members. So here on Patreon, look at that beautiful banner. Thank you, Lilith. You could click on the About section, and you'll learn a little bit about me and a little bit about what I do on the Patreons. The Patreon. But there you see there's a little video. Riley doesn't have to play the video. I'll let you guys play that. But it's a little video just introducing. I was out in the forest with my friend's dogs. So I made a little video about like, hey, this is what I'm doing. But there's, so there's an About Me section. There's like where your contribution goes, like why you should like want to contribute. There's an FAQ section if you're like really confused, which some of these websites can be very confusing. I understand. So And there's like a how it works, like how does Patreon actually work and how does it help you in any way. So yeah, just feel free to go through and you see those cool like gradient green banners. That was Lilith. Okay, so if you go all the way back up and you click on, I believe it's the member tiers. Let me look on here. Oh, see membership options. There you go. There's my membership options. There is a little arrow. You can continue to see other options, but the base one is Coyote and Raven, and you get like it's like a song every month. It's like a meditation song that I create. Sometimes I'm singing, sometimes I'm using my drum, or I use my flute, all my other instruments to create those musics. And then when you get to the very end, the keepers of the medicine, those are the people that I make specifically like a handmade item for them every single month. And then I talk a little bit about the item, individually with them. And then I mail that out. So that's like, like a very like, thank you for your contribution. So yeah, I put a lot of time and energy into all of the things. So it's not just like, oh, like, let's give her some money to support her. But I'm trying to, like, I know that it's an honor and it's a big deal when somebody gives of their hard-earned cash to somebody else. And I want to say thank you. So that's why I spend so much time creating the things I do for the people on Patreon. So it's kind of the reverse. Some people think, oh, I make perks so that I get people to like pay at this tier. It's not that at all. It's you contribute what you feel is comfortable. And some people are free members and they just contribute kind words. And I like that too, so that's wonderful. But I want to be able to give back equally what I feel like that person has given me. So I'm like, here, this is a thank you. So everything it's a little bit different each month, so I do poems and music and I do, the handmade items and, all of these things. So, and personalized meditations and all of that. And I do like personalized live chats, which I never show. I mean, they're on YouTube, but they're private to Patreon and I never release those to the public. So that's like also like an exclusive if you're on Patreon, so you get to see all those like private live chat videos. So I think the last one I made was how to make mozzarella from scratch. Literally, you can make it in 15 minutes and it's delicious. But anyway, so that is Patreon. Have fun scrolling through that. The last thing is my Instagram. It's not much to look at, I know, because it's just 2 posts, but my Instagram is instagram.com/thesavagewildaz. And there it is, you guys. The 2 posts. And by the way, those 2 posts, Lilith helped me with those as well. So one of them has my services and the other one was like an introduction to the Savage Wild. And she chose cherry blossoms because she said where she lives, there's like this grove where there's like this circle of trees with like cherry blossoms. And it's a big deal. And I was like, she didn't know that, well, Riley really loves cherry blossoms. I love cherry blossom. I used to have all this like cherry blossom lotion. And now I have one body spray that smells like cherry blossoms and I'm very conservative with it because I love it so much. But anyway, so she was like, well, you wanted something that looked like springtime and had a spring energy like the equinox and all of this. And I was like, oh, how did you know? But dude, she's intuitive too. So so anyway, so those are my 2 posts. I've already put a lot into my stories. So my stories, there's probably like 15 stories in there of like everything I've been doing, but I will make more posts. So stay tuned for that because I post my art. I post tea blends that I'm doing. I post fun reels about places we're going because we're going to be going to Moab, you guys. And we're going to be doing some rock crawling in the Jeep. So that's going to be a new video. And of course, I'm going to make reels and stuff out of that. But yeah, if you want to follow me on the grams, that's where I am now. Yes, I still have Kittens, Weights, and Tarot Instagram, but I don't really check it because now this is my Instagram. So just so you know. Woo! All right. That's the Savage Wild. Wow. I'm like looking in the camera, I was like, wow, all that gardening has like given me strong shoulders. I've been putting together those like raised beds and everything. I was just noticing, okay, squirrel. Anyway, let's take a look at what you guys were saying. I missed some of your comments. Costalini says, I remember back in 2016 in college, I was watching one of your videos and just thinking, this girl has lost it. Nice. I appreciate that. He's like, and here we are. Caitlin says, with my measly $80 a month, I can barely afford anything. I know it. Like I said, everybody contributes in different ways. Some people do it monetarily. Some people help me out with freaking remaking my whole website. Like, you know, everybody, it's in different ways. So don't think of everything in terms of money. It doesn't have to be that way. Sometimes it's like, it's friendship. I really appreciate meeting people and helping each other out, just being friends. I appreciate that too. So just, yeah, it's beyond money, you know. Costalinas is funny how the universe sets you up with things that become relevant years later. You know, I look at my old videos from 2016, which, by the way, if you guys want a fun laugh and you want to laugh at me, go ahead. 2016, I thought, like, I was looking at all these other YouTubers and they would wear makeup and they'd look all like bougie. And I was like, ooh, I want to wear makeup too. Although, like, literally on a daily, I don't wear makeup. I have makeup. And I don't know why I have makeup because I don't wear it. I don't know. I like lipstick once in a while, but that's the extent of my makeup. My bouginess is when I wear lipstick, I'm like, but yeah, so I did this like face full of makeup. It probably doesn't even look like me. And I was trying to not talk like a dork, which was really hard because I am a dork. And so I was like trying to be super profesh, and I would do like a workout at the end of a card reading. I would do like the reading for the week, right? And the savage dork, yes, that's me. She's savage dork. Huh? Yeah, we gotta change the website, Lilith. Savage dork. Sorry. But yeah, so I would do like a tarot reading for the week. And then I would pull another card, not as a reading, but I would just look at the picture on the card and and I would be like, oh, it's the Empress, and the Empress is sitting down. See how she's sitting down? That probably means we should do some squats. And so I would do a workout at the end of the reading for anybody who wanted to work out. And I had a personal training certification. I'd been a track coach for so long. I was an NC2A athlete. I know a bit about working out and nutrition and all of that. So I was like, I want to incorporate my workouts. So I would like show people how to do like modified workout, advanced workout for the same like type of workout, but it was based on the picture of the card. So it wasn't like reading the card. It was just like, what is on the card? And let's like have fun making a workout out of it. So I thought it would be cool. I was like, that way, I thought my video would be for mind, body, and soul. Like you get a workout and a reading. So I did that for a while. And then some people would message me and they're like, you realize everybody's just watching you work out and nobody's actually trying to work out with you. And I was like, oh. I was like, all right, well, I tried. I like to work out. So so I took that off of my videos and they've just kind of like evolved since then, evolved into what it is now, which this is how I look on the daily. I dress how I want to. I don't wear makeup. Sometimes I wear some lipstick. I don't do my hair that much. It's in a ponytail. That's like as stylish as I get. It's either in a bun, a ponytail, or it's down. I have three modes. I speak more like this is just how I speak. I don't try to put on airs anymore when I make my videos. I learned a lot over 10 years, over a decade of making YouTube videos where I thought you had to look super polished, and and I'm not knocking the videos that look super polished because I binge watch those too. I'm like, wow, they are so pretty. their their whole setup is just so pretty. I love their camera. What resolution is that? What camera are they using? That is so pretty. So yes, I love to watch those videos, but that's just not me. I'm way more laid back. I'm way more off the cuff. I try to have a little bit more. I guess I try to be a little professional, I suppose, where I don't swear up a storm during my live chats because censorship on YouTube. But I do try to control my potty mouth. So here we are. Okay, so let's see here. Garnet says, I love cherry blossom too. I have 2 perfumes. Ooh, you smell lovely, my friend. It's the same, only lipstick for me too. Lilith says, I guess we do. It's how the website was birthed, to dorkiness. For sure, for sure. Punky says, change it April 1st. Oh, dude, April 1st. It's like, welcome to the Savage Dork. You know what I did last April? I got everybody to think I dyed my hair. I'm going to keep my April Fools to myself because I don't want to give it away here. Stay tuned, April 1st. Caitlin said, remember how you... I can schedule the newsletter, so it'll still go out. Caitlin said, remember how you perfectly described the Oracle card I had once? I was in shock. Yes. Dude, dude, I feel like I should have like, I don't know, like hold a funeral for Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. I feel like I should like burn something or say some good words or just on my own. I don't know. I feel like it's been a journey. That was a wild ride. I appreciate it. Appreciate all of it. I'm not crying anymore. I've loved it. I loved it. And I'm excited for this new adventure. Lilith says, trampolines and yonis. Oh, yes. Lilith and I were talking about that. I should have a side channel called Trampolines and Yonis. And no, I will not tell you what that means. I'll let you figure that out. It's not sexual at all, by the way. So now try to figure it out. Don't ask me how we got started on that either. It just like, we were laughing so hard that I started crying. I was laughing so hard and I couldn't breathe. I was like, and I wear these glasses to protect my eyes when I'm looking at the computer. And I have my glasses on and I have my headphones on because I'm talking to Lilith. And I went to wipe my eyes and I smashed my glasses into my face. I was like, you're making me cry. Bad. And then we laughed more. And then I almost fell out of my chair. And then my abs were hurting and then my face was hurting. And I think that we all need one of those kinds of laughs at least once a week. The kind where your stomach hurts, your face hurts, and you literally can't breathe. So I aim to do that with the Savage Wild, but I think I do it unintentionally anyway, because again, the dork. So, oh my gosh, Lola's like, wait, it wasn't? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it wasn't intentional. That's just me. I'm like, so I've been a klutz and a dork since I was born. That's how I was born. I've made many people laugh just by me being me and living my life. I've walked into many poles and stop signs. I've fallen off of many curbs. I've tripped over my own feet. I can't even count how many times. And that's as an adult. Let's not talk about what happened when I was a child. Or how my teeth got so crooked and smashed up because this girl used her face to stop her fall. Hence, I got braces and now my teeth are straight. But yeah, every time I tripped, which was every day, multiple times a day because I be tripping, my face always broke my fall. most specifically my teeth. So my mom was like, yeah, you're going to need some braces. Yes, honey. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. You guys, okay. Before we go to our giveaway, because it's about time, we're near the end of the chat now. We're ready for the giveaway. Lilith says, it was payback from the night Riley came to open a can on camera and the whole thing derailed rapidly. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Anyway, I won't. That's for another time, you guys. I'll tell that story another time. Okay. I'm going to move some things aside here. Whew. I have so many like weird things running through my head that I'll describe those things later. All right, I'm going to point the camera down because it is time for a burn party. We are officially done with my very first business, my very first offering to the world, where I tried my best to put some goodness out there, put some good juju, help some people, bring community together, make friends. And now we're on a new adventure. But yeah, here we go. Are you ready? Riley just brought this over. kittensweetsandtarot.com and a lighter. Let's do it. Lilith is like helicopter sausage wheelie. You're so weird. That's why you're my friend. Anyway, before we burn it, I won't burn the house down. I like fire. Anyway, but not as in burning houses. I want to say thank you to my YouTube members before I burn this. Duality Tail, Coastality, Cinnamon Girl, Jonathan Cleese, and Nancy. Thank you guys so much for being with me on this journey. My Patreon homies, Linda, Aaron, Casey Gritter, Oz, Palu, Brandy, Brian, Lily, Crystal, Easy Does It, Dana, and Ashley. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And on that note, let's get pyro. All right. If you guys want to say any parting words at this funeral, we say, I don't even know. I've been to so many funerals, but I don't think I even pay attention. We are gathered here today to honor the contributions of Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. We thank KWT for all it has done for our community, for the person behind it, all the healing and all the fun, all the laughs, all the camaraderie, all the friends that were made. But now we let you go into the ethers, release you, hoping that in doing so, inspiration will find others so that they too can create something beautiful, be it a website or a sculpture or the birthing of a child or whatever it may be, that good juju goes out there. Heather says, OMG. Yes, Riley has the AM app. Adios, motherfucker. I'm allowed one of those words during my live chat. Caitlin says, may the spirit never die. Lilith says, so long, my friend. It was high time for a necessary upgrade and departure of the last decade. Thank you. Next, upward and onward. All right. I don't want to like burn it too much because I don't want it to get out of control and I want it to fit in this pan. So, ooh, I like it. It's so fiery. I like fire. I'm a little pyro at heart. It is satisfying. Bye. Thanks for the memories. Wait, you didn't burn all the way. I can't have this. Yes. Burn. All of it. Burn. I gotta get the there. Yes. Yes. That's all she wrote. All right. Thank you. Now it is done. Thank you for gathering with me at this funeral today and birth. It was a baby shower and a funeral at the same time. Let's see. Heather said, "Blessed be, rest in peace." Caitlin says, "Remind me, are you a fire sign?" No, I'm an air sign, but I do love me some fire. What does fire need? Air. Lilith says, "That was a good idea. Give a pyromaniac a reason to burn things and they'll move on from anything." Heather says, "Now you gotta bury the ashes." I do. Well, maybe when we go do our meditation, we go outside. Actually, I'm an air sign. I'll toss it to the wind. The colors of the wind. We will do that. We'll scatter the ashes. Let's see. Caitlin says, "Time for dinner. Gotta go." All right, Caitlin, you have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you so much for coming in, my friend. It's been a long time. Yes, bottles of champagne popping. Lilith says, "Claps like a dolphin." Caitlin says, "I'll DM the song later." Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Giveaway time. Here we go. So I want to give away a few of the things that I offer in my services. So I want to give away an intuitively made smoke blend. So again, you don't have to be a smoker. You could use it as incense, but I'm going to have you email. What should they email? My Savage Wild or Off Airport? Let's do the Savage Wild, actually. I mean, let's have fun with the brand new email address. So the winner of each of the things that I'm going to be giving away, when you win, I want you to email me, Tara at thesavagewild.com. And let's say you won the smoke blend. Like, let me know what do you want to do with that? Like, what do you want me to focus on? Do you just want me to focus into your energy? Are you going through something and you want me to make it about that? Like, tap into that energy. Are you working on unblocking something or birthing something? And then I'll tap into that energy. So just let me know what you want to focus on. You're going to have to give me your address. You can give me a P.O. box if that makes you more comfortable. And I will mail that out to you when I get back from my trip. So if you're like, what? Yes. Or if you live nearby and you're like, hey, I don't live too far from you. Can I just come by and pick it up? Yes, you can do that too. So let me know that in the email though. If you're like, I literally live in Concho, can I just come by? Yes, you can do that. So I'm going to give away an intuitively made smoke blend. an intuitively made tea blend, and I want to give away the intuitively created poem and song for someone. So those 3 items, so you kind of get an overview of like what they look like, and all of that. So, and feel free to share on social media so other people are like, what does she do? You could say this is what she does. Okay, are you ready? Let's get ready for this. So there's like a little Wheel of Fortune thing that we did before. I believe it's streamer.com/giveaway, something like that. I'm more saying this for Riley, not for you guys, but okay. So he's going in there. So it has this like little spinning wheel, and I'm going to tell you the word to put into the chat for the thing that we're giving away. And when you put that word into the chat, the spinning wheel takes your screen name and puts you into the wheel, and then it does its thing. So like it's a computer generated thing. So it takes all of the first word's going to be smoke. Smoke. Yeah.
Don't not type it yet.
Yeah, don't type it yet. Please don't type that word yet. Just wait. Hold your horses. Riley's getting it all set up right now. Costalini says you could put that in the little urn with a wolf on it. Ooh. Ooh. What? What? Okay, you got to wait now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, you guys. So, again, it doesn't matter where you live in the world. I will mail it to you. This is like my thank you for you guys coming on this journey with me and being my ride or die homies. I love you guys so much. So don't worry, I'll pay the postage. I'll get it out to you. I don't care if you live in Timbuktu or if you live next door. Next door would be cool because I could just walk it over to you. But anyway, I doubt you're one of my neighbors. So the first giveaway item is an intuitively made smoke blend. So again, you could smoke it, you can mix it with Mary Jane, or you could not smoke it and you could burn it as an incense. Okay? But if you are the winner, please. Okay, hold on. Please email me, Tara at The Savage Wild, and let me know what you want me to focus on, and that'll be what I tap into to create that blend for you. And then also please give me your address so I can mail it out to you. Okay? All right. So if you're interested in being the winner of the intuitively made smoke blend, I want you to type smoke into the chat right now. No emojis, just smoke. Smoke, smoke. Smoke, 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 smoke. SMOKE. Sierra. What? No, I said smoke. Which would be what? Sierra, Mike. What's O?
Oscar.
Oh, yeah. Oscar, Kilo, Echo. All right. So we have some people starting to put it in. So just type in the word smoke. 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 Well, give them a chance to catch up. Some people walk away from their computers. I just noticed my hands are tore up from working on the garden. I have tore up hands. Okay. So yes, intuitively made smoke blend. Again, this could be an incense blend or something that you actually smoke if you have rolling papers or pre-rolls. And as you breathe in either the incense or the smoke blend or the smoke, then it is meant to aid you on your journey with the energy that you told me to focus on. I literally just caught a fly out of thin air. I feel real Karate Kid right now. So, okay. So, do we only have one person who is interested? Yeah, right. Smoke, y'all. Sierra, Mike, Oscar, Kilo, Echo. All right, we have two. We have Costalini and we have Lilith. All right. All right. So, well, we could do it with two. Ooh, it's like an arm wrestle. Okay. Are you guys ready? Hold on. I have an actual drum. No, let's do everybody every time. Okay, hold on. Let me get my drum. I feel like we need a drum roll. Okay, we got a drum roll. Lilith says, y'all type in smoke in the chat. And Costalini says, I keep imagining that episode from The Simpsons where the cigarette executives keep saying smoke to get the kids to do it. All right, drum roll and go. All right, Lilith. She gets the intuitively made smoke blend. I know, Lilith, you don't smoke, so you can use this as a beautiful incense in your home. You will just have to let me know what you want me to focus on. And I will actually send it in your care package because I've been putting together a care package for Lilith as a thank you for the immense amount of work that she has done for me to help me out in this whole adventure. So thank you. Thank you. Costalini says, congrats. All right. Lilith is like, oh. So yeah, that's going to go in your care package, but you have to let me know what to focus on. Ooh, that's going to be so fun to make. Okay. All right. Are you ready for all the homies in the chat? Maybe people are waiting for the one that they want. Okay. So the next one is intuitively made. What? Yeah, you can win multiple times. So yeah, people, don't wait. Okay, so the next is intuitively made tea blend. So this is for drinking of the teas, but you'll have to let me know. Is this you just want me to tap into your energy and make a tea? Do you have a physical ailment you would like me to make this tea for? Do you have something spiritual that you're working on and you want me to tap into that, or emotional or mental? I could let me know when you email me, tara@thesavagewild.com. And I will make that tea blend specifically for whatever it is that you are working on or going through or healing, or you just, you're like, hey, give me something that smells nice or tastes really good. I could do that too, but I'll tap into your energy for it. Okay. Lilith said, thanks. Or it says, or Costalini and I will just wrestle for the next few items. And Punky's like, exactly. Okay. Let's see. We'll call this one T, Tango, Echo, Alpha. So type the word T right now. I should have said spill the tea, but no, just type the word T, not the letter, but the word. Tango, Echo, Alpha. Tea. We've been spilling the tea. Okay, so we have Lilith, Costalini. Lilith says, spill the tea. So come on, T, throw in the tea. We'll give people a little bit more time. And again, please, it's okay if you live across the world. I will send this tea blend to you. And it's not just for 1 cup of tea. I put my tea blends in these like little packets. And I put in roughly like 6 to 8 cups of tea, depending on how much herb you actually put into your mug. So you'll have like 6 to 8 times that you can like drink this. And I tend to make my teas strong-ish. So you can make more than 1 cup of tea with like 1 tablespoon. So just FYI, when I do this, it's for, you know. Oh, why is there a countdown? Oh, okay. Well then, let's do it. Let me give my drum. We ready? Okay. I like the little countdown. That was cool. Hey, Heather! Oh my gosh. Man, I wish we were, I don't know when it is that we're going to be driving through your neck of the woods, because otherwise I would just like to be able to hand that to you in person. But yeah, okay, well, I'll mail it though. Anyway, yay, Heather! Woo! Lola said, yay, Heather! All right, spilling the tea Heather's way. Oh my gosh, so cool. All right, you guys. So we have Lilith, who is the winner of the smoke blend. So I'll make up a really cool incense blend for her. And Heather has the personalized tea blend, and she and I love to share tea recipes. So I can't think of a better person to like win the intuitively made tea blend. That's just freaking cool. Okay. All right. The third and final prize is for an intuitively created poem and song based on the vibration that you're in, or the vibration that you would like to be in, or whatever it is that you're going through. Again, whatever you would want me to tap into. And I will send you the, sometimes it's an MP3, sometimes I make it into what looks like a video, but really it's just a picture. And then it plays like a podcast, the music. And then I send you a JPEG of like an image of your poem, but it's not just a written poem. I tap in and I put like the color that I was tapped into. If I was tapping into some sort of like geometry, I put that in there too. So it's a little bit more artistic than just a poem. So if you want me to do the creatively or intuitively created poem and song, this is the last of the giveaway. Go ahead and type in, let me see, I'm going to think of the word. Vibration. Let's just do it. Vibration. Vibration. Okay, so that is the word. That is the final word. Vibration. I'm like, wait, let's see. So it's Victor, India, Bravo, Romeo, Alpha, Tango, India, Oscar, November. Vibration. Okay, Costalini has vibration. Huh? Okay, we have 2 so far. We have Lilith and Costalini trying to arm wrestle it again. We have Punky. Punky's in the mix. All right, we got 3 arms. Arm wrestling it out. Okay, who else do we have? This is the final one, the final of the giveaway. As a thank you for joining me in this launch celebration. This is where the tea gets real good. All the honey and the chocolate are at the bottom. I'm like, oh, it's so concentrated. Okay, so anybody else? The word vibration. Vibration, good vibrations. Okay, all right, I think we have our 3. Let's do it. Costalini! Hey! All right, congratulations. Costalini's like, yay. All right. So, Costalini, well, actually, since, well, you've messaged me before, you could either email me, tara@thesavagewild.com, or you have my phone number. So you could just text me too, if you wanted to. Let me know what you want me to focus on, and I will create that poem, or your message is in the poem and it's in the music. And so, like I said, with the tea blend, the smoke blend, and the poem and the song, I will create those when I get back from our trip. So just give me some time. Plus, that gives me time to kind of feel into your energy. It takes me a little while to do that too. So that way I'm not rushing, and I give you my full attention and everything. And then I will get those out. So for Lilith, who was our smoke blend winner, I'm going to be putting hers in the like little care package that I've already been making for her. So Lilith, I will get that package out to you when I get back. And Heather, man, I wish that now's the time when we were going past where you live, because I would just drop it off in person. Excuse me. But I will mail that to you again when I get back. And Costalini, yes, you can text me or you can email me, whatever you feel like, and just let me know what you would like me to focus on, and I will get that out to you when I get back. So Costalini said, so excited. Lilith says, wild. I had no idea. Thank you. You are very welcome. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. And I'm pretty sure this package is going to get to you faster than the thing I originally mailed to you, because I don't know when that's getting to you. I mean, one time when I told you, I received my friend's package like 5 months later. It literally just sat in customs forever in New York. I was like, but anyway, you never know. It might just show up at your doorstep at like June. I don't know. Punky said, congrats to all. Yes, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. This is my way of saying thank you for everything. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Thank you for the people who are my YouTube members, who are my subscribers, my patrons, my friends, my homies. Like, thank you. Thank you, everyone. My wildlings. I love that term, by the way. I like that I get to call you guys my wildlings. Then I get to say, stay wild, my friends. I can't get rid of peace, love, and chicken grease. And some people have always, actually, a lot of people have asked me, they're like, where the heck did that even come from? Like, why do you say that at the end of your videos? And I've said that since I think my very first video. I've said peace, love, and chicken grease. And that wasn't planned. It just kind of came out. And then I thought it sounded kind of cool, but I didn't come up with it. I can't take credit for that. So my best friend, Tony, like I said, he and I have been friends since we were in 7th grade. Like, we were 12 years old before we turned 13. I don't know. I'm just like a weird kid. Like, I would see somebody who looked like they were having a bad day, and I try to make them laugh, and then I want to become their friend, right? Well, he looked like he was having a bad life. He was not having a good time. And so I remember I was like making him laugh, and by the end of that class period, which I don't even know what we were supposed to be doing during class, I was so focused on trying to make a new friend that I was talking to him. And I remember when we left class, I think we had advisory period with Miss Castaneda. Anyway, so we're leaving the classroom, and he waves goodbye. He's like, all right, well, peace, love, and chicken grease. And I was like, what? He's like, chicken grease. It's delicious. You could put it on rice. You could put it on like vegetables, and it tastes really good. Like chicken grease, like it's a cure-all. You get a cut. You put some chicken grease on it. I was like, who puts chicken grease in their cut? And he's like, anyway, that's what my mama told me. And I was like, your mama's weird. And then we decided we were going to be friends. And then later on, when we were in high school, he would change it up. He would say peace, love, and chicken grease, or he'd say peace, love, and hair grease. But I always like chicken grease better. And so it always stuck with me. So whenever we'd say goodbye to each other, we'd be like, all right, peace, love, and chicken grease, peace. And now he says, now when I bring it up, and I was like, I say that on my YouTube channel, right? And he's like, that stupid thing we used to stay in school. I was like, yeah. He's like, how did you remember? I just say peace now. I'm like, oh, are you too cool now? It's just peace now. But anyway, that's why I say it. It's because it reminds me of, I don't know, like my friends and being goofy, and it's, I don't know, just kind of stuck with me, I guess. So that's why I say it. Let's see. Lilith says, aw, that's okay. I'm patiently waiting. I'm so glad everyone was here today. Thank you so much for the support. Giggles, we are just a mount of weirdos. Love it. Yes. Okay. So I want to finish off with a meditation, as I always do at the end of my live chat. So I'm going to bring my burnt up old business with me, and we'll do our meditation. I'm going to, I feel like singing for this meditation. Like I really feel it. I was like gonna do the flute, and then it was like, you should just sing. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna let the spirit move me, and I will sing for our meditation. So I'm gonna go outside. Heather says, got disconnected there for a bit. Thanks so much for sharing and your joy, your journey. It's been a blessing from watching you to becoming much more. I love you and congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Heather. And so Heather, I'll get that tea blend ready for you. You just let me know what you want me to focus on. And it's going to be so much fun making you a tea blend, my tea friend. All right, let's take our pile of ashes with us. Let me chug the rest of this. That's some good stuff right there. Oh my gosh, that was so chocolatey and honey. I love it. All right. Let's head out. Follow me, everyone. Okay. Sorry, just putting my little shoesies on. Are you ready for a road trip? We're gonna, bless you. I hope the ashes don't just start blowing at me as soon as I walk out there. Just like ashes in your face, like the Big Lebowski. You guys remember that? Whoa, hold on. Okay, hold on. I've run out of hands. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to open up this screen here. And out we go. Oh no, it already wants to blow away. Don't blow away. Wait for me. Okay, let's quickly get out there before they... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. It's getting ready to blow. She's gotta blow. She got to blow. Whoa, there it goes. Do it. Do it. You know you want to do it. Come on, Win. Show me what you got. Thank you, Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. Live long and perspire. Love it. So cool. All right. I hope it's not too windy. We're going to have a little seat on this rock here. And we're going to do a little meditation. Okay. Maybe I want to lift up the legs. Give me just a second here. The final meditation of this launch party. All right. I'll just kind of be off to the side so I'm like not the main focus. Look at our beautiful forest. All right. So since I was drinking heart opener tea, and this whole chat has been me pouring out my heart, really, just telling you everything. I feel like that's where I want to go. My focus, my intention for this meditation is to tap into the heart space, to help it to open up for you as well. And whatever comes up, my intention is that you're offered clarity and guidance from the Creator to help you navigate that heart space, navigate what needs to be released and what needs to be brought in. So let's do it. Me and my pan. There's a doggy toy out here too, but no Vader. Anyway, okay. So are you ready? So go ahead and find a nice, comfortable space, a place you'll be undisturbed for the next several minutes. You could be laying in your bed, sitting in a chair. Maybe you're seated on the floor. Maybe you're laying underneath your favorite tree, maybe even a juniper. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. And as you begin to get yourself situated, bring that awareness to the breath. Feeling that rise and fall of your chest. You could even place your hands over your heart, because this is where we are going, into that heart space, into that beautiful heart portal. Continue breathing. And with every inhale, we feel the space deepen. And with every exhale, we feel the space expand. Inhale, deepen. Exhale, expand. And continue focusing on this. And in this space, we ask to be shown what is ready to be released in our lives. What do we need to burn and release to the wind? What do we need to release in the form of laughter or tears? Whatever emotion, allow it to come up. We also ask that we be shown what we are ready for. What's ready to be birthed in your life at this time, right now? And we ask for clarity. We ask for strength. And we ask for this guidance. Continue breathing. When ooh, ooh, way, 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 way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Be honey, shed on him, yarim, high, hale, him, hearted, for it, you. He, waiting, 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 waiting. Ooh, you, been here. Holland, shouting, yadam, 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 shortam, yadam, way. Ooh, way, Harum, harum, harum. Ben Ria Sharem Om Geria Naram Shoram Harem Veriam Rurunim Kiasyaram Jujuram Need not shoot. Ooh, 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 ooh. Pain, mean, mane, shiram, narim, yiram, haram. Ooh, 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 ooh. When you are ready, go ahead and bring your awareness back into your vessel, feeling into those fingers and toes. And when you are ready, giving yourself a little stretch. All right, you guys, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, but also for all the people who've been on this journey, whether you just started on this journey with me a couple weeks ago or a couple years ago, or even this whole 10 years. Like, thank you for everything. You guys are amazeballs. I love each and every one of you. And yeah, stay wild, my friends. Let's see what happens moving forward. So I will catch you all later. Oh, I thought I did. Well, well, before I go, I do want to say thank you to everybody who donated during the chat as well. So Shadowlands, shout out to you. I hope I didn't forget you, but thank you for everything. Thank you for the people who've allowed me to read for them in the past, channel for them in the past, who've become a friend, people who found various ways to help support the channel. You know, whether it was through monetary donations or just acts of kindness and, you know, all of that. So thank you so much. Thank you for everything. Stay wild. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. Bye, guys.